This is Mr. Wright. Today we're going to look at how do you find perimeter and area of a shape that is in the coordinate plane. So in order to find perimeter and area, you've had to first find the side length. So I did a video on this earlier about how you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find side length. So if I'm dealing with a square, first I know that all four sides are the same, so I only have to do this once. So I'm just going to pick any side, and I'm going to draw a triangle, a right triangle with that side. Once I have my right triangle drawn, I just count the blocks. So let's see, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So that side 6, and the top is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And we just use those two numbers in the Pythagorean theorem. So I do the square root of 6 squared plus 5 squared. When we type that into our calculator, we get 7.81. So again, because this is a square, if one side is 7.81, all four sides are 7.81. Okay, so to find perimeter, you add up all four sides. So I'm just going to do 7.81 plus 7.81 plus 7.81 plus 7.81, and that equals 31.24. So that would be the perimeter. The perimeter of this shape is 31.24 units. To find area of a square, you just multiply two sides together, or you can square one side. Both ways would give you the same answer. So I just do 7.81 times 7.81. This is for my area, and that would give me 61.00 if you round to the nearest hundredth. So perimeter, you add up all four sides. Area, you just multiply like length times width to get the area. And that works for a square or a rectangle. There's different area formulas depending on the shape. So squares and rectangles, you just multiply the two sides together. All right, so the next example is a rectangle. So this one has two different side lengths, so I'm going to have to do the Pythagorean theorem twice. So I'm going to have to do it once on the top or the bottom, and once on either the left side or the right side. So each time I'm doing it, I'm creating a right triangle, and then I'm counting those sides. So this top right triangle, my sides are 2, and let's see, I go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, and 8. So I plug in those numbers to the Pythagorean theorem, the square root of 2 squared plus 8 squared. Just type that in. I get a decimal. My decimal is 8.25. So that means the top is 8.25, and the bottom is also 8.25. So I know in a rectangle the opposite sides are congruent. I do the same thing for the other side. So this time I get 3, and let's see, this is going to be 12. So when I type those two numbers into the Pythagorean theorem, 3 squared plus 12 squared, I get 12.37. So that means that this side of the right triangle is 12.37, and the opposite side is 12.37. Okay, so now we have all four sides of our, sorry, this isn't a right triangle, it's a rectangle. All four sides of our rectangle. So to find the perimeter, I just add those four numbers together. So 8.25 plus 8.25 plus 12.37 plus 12.37, and that would give me a perimeter of 41.24. Then to find the area, you multiply the two numbers. So I would do 12.37 times 8.25, and that would give me an area of 102.05. So again, to find area and perimeter in the coordinate plane, the first thing you have to do, find the side lengths. To find the side lengths, use the Pythagorean theorem.